Hello.
Hello.
Hello. We've heard some of your comments. You said you watch while you're painting, a lot of you, and you'd like if the videos were longer. I get it. When you're painting, you don't want to like get really focusing, then have to change the video or whatever you're listening to every 10 minutes. So we're just going to do a long one, and we're going to talk about what we're painting and whatever comes up. This way you can paint with us. Mm-hmm. So it's like you're across the table and we're at a shared space and we're painting.
Yes.
And we're just going to talk. So I put out a comment, just a post, not long enough ago.
Yeah.
And someone said, you still got a comment. They said, honestly, been in and out of war gaming for 20 years. Nice to see people who aren't jaded chat about gaming. Maybe talk about some other publishers. Check out some other publishers. We haven't done that because that just came out and we haven't had a chance in the last 30 minutes to go check that out. But here we are painting.
Yes.
And we're just going to talk about stuff. There's a lot going on in OPR. I guess that's the only gaming publisher we're really following at all. I'm painting robots still. Last time I was dry brushing. Now I'm painting their red cloaks. I'm going to go with red because I painted a bunch of them red already. We got red. Except the one hero model Echo, and that model broke. It fell and broke, and I painted him with purple. So maybe I should have done red. Purple must be bad luck. What are you doing? You're still doing sisters?
Yes, I'm still doing sisters. I still have a few models that I'm not quite done finished painting, and I thought I would start off with dry brushing this giant one. What is this one?
It's like a walker or a suit or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna dry brush this one first, and then I'll finish the smaller ones. I'm gonna use this sword
to pop open the clogged bottle there.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So this is like, we're filming this right now during the 3.5 beta, and things keep changing. Although this is near like the end of the beta, so I think they're kind of stopping with the changes a lot lately.
Was it like until this were they working on it until the end of September, end of October? Or?
End of October is when it'll be done.
Oh, okay.
But I think they've ceased the gigantic swings.
Oh, okay.
Because like the rules were swinging pretty wildly there for a while.
Well, I feel like they kind of released it before they really proofread anything, so.
Yeah.
Now they're slowly settling in, I think. Settling in. Like, keeping some of the changes more permanent, right?
Yeah, but even before that, like we play so infrequently, especially the last year.
Yeah.
That every time we went to play, it was a different edition anyway. Like, I like how they've decided to just kind of stop doing that every year or every couple months a new version. They're just doing like once a year for the most part. That's nice, but even then, we're probably only going to get like 10 or 12 games in before there's another change.
Yep.
Although 3.4 this past year to 3.5, I don't think the game is going to change. It's just like the army builder changes, the army rules. What I'm looking forward though is he's expanding Army Forge Studio so you can make custom stuff. So like all the extra weird stuff that they're adding, he's also putting that functionality into the studio so you can do a lot of custom stuff, which will be fun.
Yeah.
I have not made a custom army, but maybe I will.
We haven't even played with all of the existing ones.
Yeah, that's for sure. The reason we play Firefight so much is because we don't have full painted armies.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of little Firefight teams.
But not a full army.
No full armies.
Not full painted one anyway, right?
Right. I mean, we did play quite a bit with gray models. Gray and black. Like we had a lot of just primed models.
Yep, like this one.
We had a lot of primed model battles. That's okay. Like we're not super like competitive, and
no.
We're just doing this with each other.
We're really doing it for fun.
Yeah.
Like that's the most important thing for us, having fun, as an entertainment.
Yeah, that's true. If it ceases to be fun, we'll just do something else probably.
Yeah. Like our, you know.
Like
life,
sleep, because we should be sleeping right now. It's very late.
and like life in general is stressful. We don't
Yeah.
want something that we don't want something like this that we want to have fun with cause us more stress.
Yeah.
Like we have already enough stress in our life already.
Yeah, they're called children.
Children and lots of things that follow that, you know. Not the
Yes.
children themselves. It's just things
Things that the children do.
like things
And
that
also
you
the
need,
children
like,
themselves.
yeah, but it's like, you know, having to provide for them, right? Adequately provide for your children, you know?
Keep them from harming themselves severely all the time.
Yeah. And like parenting, because, you know, kids keep growing, so you feel like, I finally got to handle this child. And then they,
And then
You
no
know.
puberty.
yep, they like go
Whoops.
through like a growth, and then suddenly they have a new thing.
Now they're
You know?
demonically possessed.
Like they have a phase, and you finally feel like you got a handle of that phase. And then that phase goes away, and you're like, yes. And then a new one appears.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you think like by child number 4, you got a handle on parenting. Not really. They're all so different. You know, you don't know. What worked on your first kid doesn't work on your second one.
I would say the toddler phases are the worst, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like that phase when they are wanting independence, wanting to do things themselves. And
But
they
they
are,
really shouldn't be.
yeah, they're pushing your boundaries, you know? Like, how far can I push the buttons on my parents before they lose it?
So back to the game,
Yes, this game.
before we just go ragging on children the whole time.
No, I didn't mean to. I love them. I'm ruining this.
You're ruining what?
This. There's spots where I don't want it to be that much of dry brushing going on. And the glob of it appeared. Oh well. It's okay.
Yeah, you're just going to cover it with paint anyway.
Yeah, but this way I can see that the details come out, so I can see it more, you know?
Yeah, that's nice. And we're using, I see like a lot of people use a bunch of different kinds of paints. We really don't. We have a lot of paints, but they're almost all Army Painter Fanatic and Speed Paint 2.0.
Yeah.
Like we got a little bit of Vallejo.
I think our supplies is also like affect, you know, it's very much like affected by what we can afford, you know?
Yeah, well, none of these are that expensive, but
No.
they are here. The local hobby store has Army Painter. There's 2 hobby stores that have paint. They both have Army Painter Fanatic. One of them has Speed Paints. And they don't really have, I mean, they got Citadel paint, but that's much more expensive, and from what I hear, it's not any better. So we just don't, you know, and we ordered the Vallejo stuff before we went into the hobby store to get their stuff. And I kind of don't want to order if I don't have to, you know? Because like there's a local store. Let's buy from the local store.
Yeah. We're like, I think we tend not to go out of our way, you know? Like,
Yeah.
we make do with what we have.
But also I want the local store to still be there.
That's true.
And like they're not going to be there if you don't buy stuff. Like there's a 3D printing store at our mall, and I'm shocked they're still around, and they weren't for a little while. Cuz like you go in there and there's no one there.
Yeah, we have a very depressing mall.
Yeah. I think most malls are depressing these days.
I know, but I think ours is especially.
Ours was never not depressing. It was very much kind of dead. I have a little bit of support material stuck in there. Whoops. I mean, malls used to be fun, right?
Yeah.
One of the hobby stores locally used to be in the mall. Now he's got his own spot, and they can actually have games at night, which is nice because the mall closes at like 7 or something ridiculous.
I know, they close so early. Like, I don't know why. the mall's closed so early. Like, why is that? I don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't even like stay open until 9. It's like 7 close.
Well, they clearly don't want customers or stores.
Yeah.
It's like 90% empty. It's not even a lot of old people walking around.
And the thing is, like, I don't mind, like, if the mall stayed open. There were some stores that I liked. I was sad when they closed.
You know, I like this painting handle, but I'm disappointed with this sticky tack stuff.
Why?
Because it doesn't stick. It's like it doesn't want to stick to PLA. Does anyone have a suggestion? Leave it in the comments. Maybe just gotta knead it more. I don't know. So why are you painting sisters anyway?
Because they're the ones I've been working on, I guess.
There's a lot of little details. I'm glad you're doing those ones.
Yeah. I think I was kind of drawn to it because they're like the only all-female army, you know?
Yeah.
Not that I'm doing a good job because I don't know what I'm doing.
Me neither. I'm doing robots because it's easy. They're just all metallic and then done. But some of these robots have robes. Like, why does a robot need a robe?
Why does this person look like they have a respirator on their face?
They might.
They do, but I'm asking why though? Are they like...
What if they're fighting and someone like mustard gases them?
Is that a thing though? Like,
In World War One.
I know, but this is OPR.
Yeah, who knows? There might be toxic atmosphere.
That they can't breathe, but their skin and hair and everything else can be exposed.
Exactly.
Like their eyeballs and their ear holes are fine. Their pores are okay, just not their mouth and nose.
You know, you just need oxygen and not carbon dioxide and you can breathe it just fine.
That skin color did not make it any better. And again, I did use a really pale Dorado skin. I don't know what Dorado is. I need a more warmer color.
It's the deep skin. It's the light of the deep skin tone range.
I know, but what's Dorado though? Is that like?
No idea.
I need a bit of warm. I'm gonna mix color here. Barbarian flesh.
I apologize. She just shouted directly into the microphone.
Topaz skin. Let's see if I can make the skin a little bit warmer because she still looks like a zombie.
So people listening, is this working? Do you feel like you're painting with us?
Like, are you truly okay with us rambling with no particular topic here?
What are you painting? What do you want us to ramble about? Oh, I have another piece of support material. Here, I'm going to use Broken Guy's spear.
We have an exact knife somewhere, just not here.
It's like, it's just a couple feet away, but I would have to stand up, and I don't want to do that.
Because this one, it won't come out. There it is. Okay. You know, in our previous video, I saw a comment, somebody talking about how having the foreknowledge of a war game, how much that helped, right?
Yeah.
Was that the word they used? I forget.
Yeah, there's like, you need a basis of knowledge going into a lot of these games. Like miniature war games have their own lexicon and their own rules, and
Yeah.
and then when you have, and a lot of them share that, and then when you have something like one-page rules, it's only one-page rules, but you kind of got to know some general wargaming stuff for that one page to work.
I know, when the beta came out and I was reading the rules, I was determined that before we actually play a game, that I would have a handle on how it worked and all the special rules and how the numbers stacked and stuff.
Yeah.
So I wasn't lost at every turn. But then no matter how many times I read it, I was struggling to comprehend exactly what each of those things were. And I was getting frustrated because I'm like, I know I'm not the smartest, but I'm also not stupid.
Wow, self-burn.
But I was struggling to comprehend how these special rules applied and what they meant. So I got frustrated, and then I will come to Paul to ask questions, and then in the midst of asking my question, I'd be getting angry, worked up because I'm frustrated. And then he calmly explains to me, and then once he explains it to me, and when I understand it and I go back and read it again, it's oh, now it makes sense. But it was I felt not knowing at all how war games worked. It was harder for my brain to really understand. But once knowing the terminology, the wording, and then when I went back to it, now my brain was able to comprehend.
And now you will always comprehend.
For the most part. I still I feel half the time I'm still I don't know.
The thing is, if we then go to play another game, you're going to get it that much faster because a lot of the same basic things apply. I'm not saying the rules are the same. I'm saying the kind of general vocabulary of tabletop gaming will carry over.
True. At least I'm hoping for that, so that when we play another game, I'm not going to be so frustrated, and I can be I know what this all means.
What I wish I had more of was a handle on this painting stuff. And I know the solution is to paint a lot more. It's I'll be honest, I follow tutorials on Slapchop and the speed painting stuff, and I really do not like how Slapchop looks. And then we got that one model from War Boss Fits, painted by him, and that's basically what he does, and it looks great. And then I was reminded again, oh right, no, it's not that Slapchop is terrible, it's that
you're terrible.
I'm not good at it. I haven't done thousands of points of it. And that's underselling how much Fitz has done. He hasn't done thousands of points or armies or stacks of armies. He's done garages full of bins full of armies worth of minis. So there's definitely something to be said for just sheer volume.
I don't know. I'm not stressing too much over the painting part. I'm not looking for perfection, I guess,
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say I'm stressed. I'm just not good at it, and I can see I'm not good at it, and it's very obvious.
I'm not good at it either, but, at the end I look at it and go, not bad, I look at my end product, go, I can play with it. It looks decent enough.
Yeah, I mean, if 3 feet away on the table, it's all going to be fine. But what's the general rule? 3 colors. It needs to be completely covered and 3 different colors. Well, I got metal and I got cloak red, and then I'll do glowing eyes, and then the army will be done. Kinda, not really. I want to do more. These models are pretty cool, so I don't want to I don't want to screw them up, but also I got 3D printers galore, so I can just make millions of them if I feel like it. trying to see if I want to do the war paint's cool red line or the warm red line, because I have some of these minis that I've already painted, and especially like this one, it looks like I did some of the robes with warm red, some with cool red.
I just realized I saw a
Do I
detail.
want to keep doing that, huh?
I'm seeing a detail that I didn't notice when it was just black, but this model is crying.
Yeah, there's a tear on the mask.
Why?
I don't know.
Is that the same like meaning as people getting a tear tattoo?
I think it's more like it's supposed to look like a death mask, maybe.
Death mask?
Potentially, like a crying death mask.
You mean like the kind of thing they put on dead people's face to cover up their face?
Maybe.
That kind?
Yeah.
Why?
There's a Warhammer character that wears a death mask that's crying.
Is it their sister's equivalent?
No. It's a space marine.
Oh.
And the tear is blood from their Primarch.
Oh.
And their shtick, like that army's shtick, is they're all like super hot vampires.
Okay.
And the main guy's got like wings. Like they come out of the process looking like Tommy Hilfiger models. A mix of that and like Twilight vampires. And there's a character that died, and there's a death mask of him on another character, and there's like a tear that's actually the guy's blood in like a time stasis field thing.
Oh, wow.
That's what reminded me, just the way it looked. Like we can show. It's not quite the same, but...
But do you think that's where it was inspired from?
I don't know. Maybe they just wanted it to look cool. Because the leader of the Blessed Sisters in OPR lore is also dead. She died killing an avatar of the lust demon or something.
It's not Constance, is it?
No, Constance is just a person.
Okay.
I forgot what the name was. The head sister who started becoming psychic when they went through the wormhole.
Oh, yeah. I need to go check on the oven really quick.
Okay.
I'll be back.
You'll have to listen to me just talk about stuff. Hopefully I don't stop talking. That would be terrible. Also, that never happens. Okay, she's gone. We can make fun of her now. And just look at her ridiculous... How does she keep the paint so cleanly on the details? I never would have been able to do that. I shake way too much. Way too much caffeine. Way too much caffeine. Suppose I could do another coat on this. These Warpaint fanatics, they say better coverage, and that they put in something in it that allows them to put in denser pigments, much more pigments, several times more pigment, while still letting it flow properly. I don't think it flows all that great, to be totally honest. I mean, in my very limited practice with these and with the speed paints and with the Vallejo paints, the Fanatic paints need like way more watering down.
I am back.
You're back. The Vallejo paints don't need like any. The Fanatic needs lots of watering down. You eating a brownie?
No.
What are you eating? And not sharing with me? Smells chocolatey. No?
No. Question.
Did you steal the kids' Halloween candy?
No.
Oh. Question, yes?
I'm painting a second Constance. Should I give her a different hair color or just make her look the same?
I don't know. Probably mix it up.
But they're both Constance.
Yeah? Maybe she's got an evil twin. And her evil twin is a redhead. Alright, painting handle is neat and all, but I think
All right, I forgot about this.
Unless I have a better sticky tack. I don't think it really helps.
You know what would be nicer? If you had a
What?
magnet here.
Magnets, yes. I bought a whole bunch of magnets. Tiny, tiny, tiny ones. 1,000 for $10.
1,000.
They were not intended for these, but we could totally use them for these. I decided to start printing out some crazy half-sized OPR minis so we can do 15 millimeter.
They're so tiny.
Yeah, they are half size. They're just 50%.
Like, you can't do details with those.
The printer can do the detail. They came out just fine.
I know, but like trying to paint them though.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna skip over a lot of that detail. I'll tell you this, I mess with a lot of 3D printers. I review them on another YouTube channel. And they don't know that this channel exists. So I can say whatever I feel like right now, can't I?
About the printers?
About the printers.
Yeah.
Half of them are, they seem like almost all the same parts.
Are you talking like resin and FDM? Or?
I'll go with resin just in this conversation. I got a bunch of FDM ones too, but I got, as far as the resin ones go, in my opinion, they all freaking work. Don't worry about it. Which one should I buy? Don't worry about it. A resin printer will work perfectly fine. Don't worry that one has slightly better resolution than the other one. The printer I have that prints the nicest quality everything has the worst resolution on paper. The worst. It's like, by the numbers, it looks like it should be utter trash, and it is by far the nicest one.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, the resolution of the screen matters. Sure, maybe. The resin matters a lot more, I think. And even more than that, your settings for the resin. You can get minis that are better than your eyesight can tell at arm's length from pretty much anything. Mentioned Warboss Fitz, printed so many armies. He's running a Mars 2. I got a Mars 5. That's how many generations were past it. Mars 5 Ultra. And in my opinion, the Mars 5 Ultra minis look barely better than the previous generation prints. Like, the better resolution, all the better resolution seems to get you is a smoother finish on flat surfaces when anti-aliasing is turned off. And I'm not going to go too much nerdier than that, but suffice it to say, I've started caring how big the printer is far more than what resolution it has. Notice Sarah here has gone silent. She's thinking in her head, stupid nerd, no one cares.
No, it's more like I have nothing to add because I didn't mess with those printers. So I have like no good opinion that I can add to. I was also trying to figure out hair color. Just thinking, I wish I had a line that was specifically hair color. You know?
A hair color line?
Yeah. Not that like a lot of the minis have hair.
Blonde, red, brown. There's a lot of browns.
Because I want to try to do a ginger hair, but I'm trying to think what color combination.
Ginger?
Like I thought I was gonna do this, but
demigod flames right here. Molten lava.
Oh, maybe that might work better. Because I feel like this one's not quite the ginger I was thinking.
There are many, many colors of ginger.
Like a strawberry blonde.
And we're all soulless. It's okay. We will not be offended.
You're only ginger here, though.
Yeah, I'm half soulless.
Half soulless?
I'm like that character on K-pop Demon Hunter who's the half demon.
Your roomie?
I'm only half soulless.
Your father was a demon?
No, my father also had a ginger beard. He was the soulless one. The half soulless one.
I have never seen your dad with the ginger beard though.
Well, it's white now, if he grows it out, which he never does.
Now, how do you know? Have you seen him?
He has mentioned it.
Oh.
Long ago in times past. See, when COVID started, he decided to stay home. And he's like, yeah, I guess I'm just not going to shave anymore. Why not? See what happens. All white. All white. Totally white beard. Which makes sense because he's like old.
No, COVID hit and he was like, you're still going to work.
Yeah, I'm still going out. But he's like, nah, I'm like 75. I'm going to chill at home. I've just decided I don't need to leave the house all the time. And then he grew a beard, and if he kept growing it, it would be like Santa. Very, very white.
Yep.
I told her if I go white, I'm going full Santa beard. And like I haven't balded like at all, so I might go white. So I might do get the white old man hair, like thick but white.
Your beard is already like you got.
My beard, I'm already getting white.
Like here.
So I said, all right, cool. Immortan Joe it is. Nervous laugh.
I kind of want my two sons, when they get old and they start growing a beard, that it'll be red. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be very odd.
These half white, half Korean kids.
Dark brown hair. Red beards.
It can happen.
You know, I think this resplendent red, which is the darkest of the warm reds, it could be a little darker.
Probably. Well, just one shade darker. So it's not as dark as like that thing they're pointing at.
Yeah, the thing they're pointing at on the bottle is darker than the paint in the bottle. And I'm not painting it over white. I'm painting it over black with lightly dry brushed metallics. And not like silver metallic either.
You know, I don't know how these people do this mini with like, it hurts my eyes trying to focus on something so tiny. It like, doing this, I am reminded I'm getting old.
Yeah, and your eyes weren't very good to begin with.
Yeah. But like this, like trying to focus something closer. Because like when your eyes age, you struggle to focus on something closer to you, you know? That's why people need reading glasses.
I don't know. I still don't need reading glasses.
I know. I hate you.
I love you.
You started off like with such good vision that when you start saying, oh, my eyesight isn't what it used to be, I'm like, shut up.
It's still like 2020.
It's still like better than average.
It got significantly worse down to 2020.
Like he would say things like, see that tree over there? I can see the texture of the leaf on that tree. I'm like,
yep.
I can't even see the leaves.
Well, now I got an astigmatism in both eyes, so everything I see is sharp with a little glow of dull around it.
You got glasses for it though.
I got glasses for the astigmatism, and then one of my kids broke them.
Yeah. Why are kids like that, you know? Why they gotta break things?
It's not like they corrected for anything else. Like they didn't correct near or farsightedness because I'm not nearsighted or farsighted. I just have astigmatism in both eyes.
I have astigmatism too, so imagine how awful my vision would be.
and bad eyesight.
Yeah.
Now, fun fact from what I've heard, human eyes are pretty amazing in the animal kingdom.
Yeah, don't we see more colors than most?
We see more colors than a lot of mammals.
Yeah.
But we also have a larger depth of a range of focus, and we can shift focus very quickly, like near to far.
Oh yeah.
Like dogs can't do that. Dogs don't have the full range of color either. But a lot of what's awesome with human eyes isn't our eyes, it's our brain. It's like we have really great post-processing. Like our gigantic brain is a huge section on the back that's all for visual processing.
Yes. We have pretty awesome brains.
Yep.
Isn't that why we have such
Some of
big
us
heads?
do anyway.
That's why we have such big heads.
Yeah. And I apologize to you. We had to deal with 4 giant-headed children. Because both of us have giant heads.
Yeah, it's not entirely your fault though. My mom always told me my birth was the most difficult one between me and my sister and my brother. I had the biggest head, bigger than my brother's apparently. And I believe it because like an average woman's head do not fit my head.
Yeah. 36 minutes. How long are we going to do this? So people watching, are you still around?
Like, is this still entertaining?
Should I only expect like 2 people to make it this far?
Like, are you guys like really okay with us rambling? Like, can we talk about not tabletop game stuff? Just life in general? Because we could. Just on and on and on.
We live more life than we play games.
Yeah.
So there's more material there. Although there's a lot of OPR material we could talk about.
You know, I didn't grow up playing any kind of game. I feel like the really
Until
like
college?
Yeah, like I remember when I was much younger, we had like a Nintendo, Super Nintendo, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had the one where the controllers were like gray, like rounded. Not the rectangular, like the rounded,
That's Super Nintendo, yeah.
Where you still had to like blow in the cartridge.
Yeah.
And it was like, had that sliding thing.
Super Nintendo was pretty good though. That was pretty reliable.
And then like, we had that, and then that was when like my family was still in the States. And then when I was like 6 or 7, we moved to Korea, and then we didn't have any gaming console for the longest time. So the only like games I remember us as a family would play were like card games, chess, and Go.
Chess nerds.
And Go, the Go game.
Yeah.
And like, we didn't even do like a whole lot of board games either. Like,
I call her a nerd. I watch people play chess on YouTube. I don't play chess, but I've watched several videos.
I wasn't good at chess, but we
and
had
I
a
keep
chess
seeing
board.
the things popping up. New Magnus Carlsen drama. And I know who Magnus Carlsen is, which means I'm probably a bigger nerd than she is.
Like, can you follow, like, when you watch those? Because, like, sometimes, like, they know several steps ahead they already lost. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, why is that?
There's a couple of guys who, when they play, like Hikaru, is that his name? He talks and, like, analyzes everything out loud. So I can follow it only because he says what's going on, and I just nod and say, uh-huh. Does that count as following? Because like in hindsight it makes sense. He's predicting 5 moves ahead in 10 different strategies at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and then he does something and it's like, oh, that was one of the things you said. Yep.
Yep. And then like when we briefly lived in Michigan when I was in middle school, and then we had the first PlayStation with like the Final Fantasy 9, I think, is what we had. So I remember that. And then we moved back to Korea, and then we didn't have any gaming, anything. So I didn't really grow up playing any video games.
You were deprived.
Well, that's what you get when you have like academic professors as your father.
Yeah.
Like academic was very important. Not that I was any good at it, but it was important.
No fun allowed, only study.
So I was really like, even though the Korea is like, when you think of Korea, you're like, oh, StarCraft, those kind of like computer games. Like not only did I not ever play those, like I never really understood what those kind of games were, even though in Korea there's a channel dedicated
multiple
to, yeah.
There's an English only StarCraft channel. that I was watching when we were there.
That's crazy. That was like when we were there for the honeymoon though, right? So that was
think so.
already like almost 15 years ago. Who knows how
Yeah.
things would have changed.
Now they're up to StarCraft 2. That's how it changed.
So really, I was introduced to like video games when I met you in college. Like Oblivion. You know?
I remember that you were scared to go into the gates.
Yes, that was. I could watch you play, but I couldn't do it myself. It was because like I don't like jump scares, and they like come at you, and I felt like I would like get all flustered and don't know what to do and die before I figure out what I'm doing.
Well, you're fighting demons in hell. They're not friendly.
I know, but then they just like come at you, and I'm like, I don't know.
What you do is you run past
panic.
them, go up, and just grab the thing out of the portal. You don't even need to fight them. You can just run right past.
Oh, you make it sound so easy.
It was easy, but that's not how
For
you're supposed to play
you.
the game. That was a hack. And the other hack is save right before you grab the thing, the orb, and then grab it. And then if you don't like the effect that it gives you, reload and grab it again.
Oh, does it give you a different?
Yeah. And I would like wait until I got a whole bunch of them that were like max strength. And then you could enchant your weapons and armor with it. So you could carry like thousands of pounds of stuff because all your armor was on strength.
No, I remember when we played those games, you would always choose a character that was physically very strong, you know?
Yeah, my first Oblivion character too, when I got everything maxed out, I then became a vampire, which gives you more strength.
Oh, you became a vampire.
Yeah. But if you don't eat people or don't feed on people, you can't go out in the sun.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, but the longer you don't feed on people, the more you get strong. You get like strength buff.
When you feed on people?
When you don't, because you get hungrier. But then people don't like talking to you because they can tell obviously you're a vampire because your cheeks are all gaunt and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And he would name, every time, he would name his character Stabby. Because it's like, he would always choose the one that would wear heavy armor and carry around a giant sword and just run head in first to the enemies. I always chose characters that wear light armor and was more stronger with magic, and I would just stay back and throw magic. I did that with like Oblivion. I did that with Diablo.
Diablo, yeah. I was a barbarian.
But it worked because you were a barbarian and I was the
I was the tank.
And I was like the magician, and then we had a friend who was like a
He was
monk.
an archer.
Yeah.
Yeah, monk something.
Yeah. So like when we, as a group, when we run in, like you would run in, and I would stay back a little bit.
Tank all the damage.
Yeah. That was fun. Diablo was fun.
That was fun.
Because I liked the teamwork. I like teamwork game. You know, that's what that one zombie game, the Canada zombie game.
Unturned. Yeah,
that was also a teamwork game.
We had to like build a fortress and scavenge stuff.
And then another teamwork game was the Final Destination one. Remember that one?
No.
Was it not Final Destination? What was the one that we played on the PlayStation 3?
Resident Evil?
Yeah, Resident Evil. Yeah.
Resident Evil 5?
Yeah,
the
that
one in
was
Africa?
Yeah, that one we could do it as a team too. Like you were the guy character, I was a girl character. And whenever there was a zombie horde, I would just get behind you.
She would just hide. The worst teammate.
And like after every time they give you stats, how many kills, he would always be like 3-4 times more than me.
Yep.
Because my aim was terrible too.
It's hard to aim with a controller. I don't like controllers.
I don't know how you didn't get scared. I was just
because it's a game.
But still, it's like they're running at you. And
the zombies aren't real. That's why.
It's not. I wasn't scared because I thought they were real. I felt like I was gonna die instantly.
You can take a couple hits in that game.
And then I think we played Minecraft too.
A lot of Minecraft, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But when kids came along, it was harder to really regularly do stuff.
It was hard to play the games through all the screaming.
Yeah. I remember when we still played Minecraft when our first kid was around.
Yeah.
But at night, she would wake up like literally every 3 hours as an infant. So like I'll get her down for bed and then we'd start playing and I'll have the baby monitor next to me and then literally like 3 hours in she's crying. I have to go
like
get
clockwork.
her down. Yeah. Like I couldn't have an uninterrupted moment to do something. It was always interrupted.
Yeah. Those were the days when we outnumbered the kids.
Yep. And now we're outnumbered.
And not the opposite.
Like I get like mixed feelings because like sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't wait for all of our kids to be older. You know? So that we can just tell them, go to bed. And then like they'll just get themselves ready for bed. And like, or they can play games with us. But then at the same time, I don't want them to grow up too quick. I don't know.
I'm not reading these cloaks fast enough. 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
If anyone's still watching.
Right.
And thank you for that if you are. How long do you want these to be?
Like an hour each or... Here's the thing though, I don't know if we can do more than an hour at a time.
No.
We can't.
I mean, if we could start at 8 p.m., then we could do a lot.
Yeah.
But now, today we started at like 11:45.
Yeah. We do not have the best time management skill.
No.
But I think at the moment, I think we can do max 1 hour, I feel like.
Yeah,
right?
our time management is like keep doing things until you run out of time or are exhausted and collapse. That's how we manage our time.
I think I want to do mainly gold, you know?
Yeah, definitely on that thing.
Yeah. It's so weird. Blessed Sisters.
If anyone
and it
has
has so
gold,
many skulls.
If anyone has gold painting tips, let us know.
Yeah.
There is supposedly a new line of metallic paints coming out from Vallejo soon. A new type of metallics.
Ooh.
Where you have a base metallic and then a shade for that specific base and then something else.
Oh,
Like a dry brush paint to put over that. So you just paint down the base and then you put on the shade over the top and then when that's dry you dry brush the dry brush paint or something like that. I think that was like that. Red cloaks. So how often do people paint anyway when they really get into it? Are they doing a little bit every day or do they go in chunks or... Because it's not like the models go bad. Like you can paint them over whatever time you want.
I feel like people who have better time management skills than we do probably could do like a chunk at a time, you know?
Yeah. Or do they just grab, like, buy a box of 4 or 5 models and paint those? And then the next week another one?
How does Warboss Fit do it?
He paints really fast.
But when he has a session, does he paint by like an entire army at a time?
Yeah, he
or?
like batches.
Oh. I wish we had better time management skill, so our kids can go to bed at a reasonable time.
Yeah.
And then we can do some stuff too.
I think it also depends on your goals. It's like Fitz's goal is get paint on models, get models on game table.
I think I have that goal too. I'm not looking for like high quality, you know?
Yeah.
Just paint it so that they look colorful and pretty when you're playing with them.
Yeah. And they have to like read well.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to glance and know what it is from a distance, from tiny things. I don't even know what's the right rate of painting.
I mean, is there even like a right answer to that?
I don't know. But like, what's a reasonably fast rate? I mean, you know?
I think that wildly depends.
I imagine.
Because I believe there are people out there who are super dedicated in painting these minis as in highest quality possible, you know?
Yeah.
And they'll probably take the time with like really expensive tools and like expensive paint to do the best job possible. And then there are people out there who are just like, I just want them colored and then play with them.
Yeah.
So it'll probably depend on who you ask, you know? If you ask an artist, they might say, oh, it takes me at least days or...
Well, I'm hoping if I get a large army of robots, then we can start doing grimdark future games and not always do firefight. You know, if we could have a full army of robots and then move on from this and do a full army of something else.
Yeah.
So then we'll have 2 full armies of something and you'll have a full army of those. Just start finishing full armies one at a time. And I'm printing faster than I'm painting because I'm right now printing a full army of orc marauders.
In the full size?
In the normal size, yeah.
Yes, the orc.
The orc marauders.
Because you mentioned that October is
Orktober. And that's the most recent army that they've finished releasing models for. Now they're doing goblins.
Ooh.
But the goblin army is a short release.
What do you mean?
They only have a few months. They don't have like 6 months of models.
I still don't understand what that means.
So normally when they release a model, they release like a certain number of them every month for like 6 months or so. And for goblins, they only have like 3 months worth of goblins.
So it's not that much?
It's not as much, right?
Is it still going to be a full army?
Yeah. But the thing is, the goblin army used to be meshed with the orc army. Orcs and goblins.
Oh, yeah.
But now I think they're splitting them.
Oh.
Because they were meshed, I think, because of like Warhammer. Orcs are multiple different kinds of species looking thing. Or not like different species, but they're different types. And OPR is obviously not Warhammer, so they're pulling away from that. And they're making them 2 totally separate homeworlds and
to make it unique to OPR.
Yep.
Cool.
Because OPR orcs are nothing like Warhammer orcs. You know, they're like tribal warriors. They're not sentient cockney fungus that just wants to fight. And that was a sentence and a half. Well, we're coming up on 54 minutes. We should probably get wrapping this up.
Yeah.
We should just, maybe this first one will just be 1 hour. And we're going to upload these unedited for the most part.
Right.
Like, we'll take a look through it, but we'll try going unedited so that you can play it and feel like there's just someone across the table from you painting. So you're not painting alone. And if you have any feedback, anything you want to talk about, anything you want to respond to, you can leave it down below. And if this video does more than 12 views, I'll do another one.
Is that our goal? 12?
12? I have no idea. I'm going to look at after the video's been up for like a couple of weeks, I'm going to look at the analytics and see if anyone actually watched to the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you can see like how many people. And we don't lose too many. We lose a fair percentage on the battle report videos.
Oh.
But so does everybody.
We get bored.
Well, who's gonna sit and watch an hour-long video of people rolling dice? Maybe they'll watch an hour-long video of two people painting and talking about nothing in particular.
Random. Totally random.
Well, if people like watching this, then they'll really like if we prepare.
Prepare?
Yeah, like come up with actual something to talk about beforehand. Don't just start rambling. Or if you think this would work better as a stream. You know, it seems like this would work better as a live stream because then we could talk to people.
Right.
But the issue is we don't have time to do this except at 11:30 at night. And who's awake? Because all of Europe is asleep. And like Australia is tomorrow already.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't do this any earlier because there's no way we could do it if the kids are awake. They're going to be interrupting us, needing us.
Yeah.
Especially because we have a baby who's going to need attention.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you're here, it's two people talking. If it's just me, it's one guy with schizophrenia.
Not if you're live streaming, you're talking to the people.
Yeah. There's nothing sadder, though, than a live streamer to 0 viewers.
I mean, don't you think people come to see you?
Do they? I would rather come to see you.
But you have more knowledge in this war game.
I have no war game knowledge.
I mean, you have more than me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm doing it correctly.
Me neither. Here's the thing. Someone laid in a comment. I love hearing from the wife of a war gamer, as if I was a war gamer.
You give off that vibe.
And well, it's because I'm a nerd. I'm a general purpose nerd.
With you can't tell, but he has really long hair. Like comparable to that guy.
Goobertown Hobbies?
Yeah, he literally looks like him.
I bet my hair is just as long as Goobertown's.
Yeah.
Brent, I challenge you to a hair off.
Hair off.
Or not. I think his hair might be longer than mine.
I think his might be a little bit longer.
He smiles a lot more than I do, that's for sure.
You should try doing that, as you're painting.
Always.
Smile. Painting with a smile. We're going to be joyful always.
I did see him not smiling in a scene once.
Oh, yeah?
He had a respirator on.
Why?
Because he was mixing up something. Another scene, he was not smiling because he was demonstrating how magnets do not stick to aluminum.
Oh.
And as aluminum, he was using, of course, a hockey stick because he's Canadian.
Of course.
Yep.
Oh, he's Canadian?
He was like,
that's why he's smiling so much.
Yeah, that's why he seems like a nice guy. It's got to be the Canadian.
We're not too far from Canada, though.
That's true, we're not. When we lived in Boston, some people there said I sounded like a Canadian.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, no, I just actually pronounce words correctly. It's different. I know you don't know what that's like because you live in Dorchester.
I've heard heavier Wisconsin accent than you, so.
That's true. Like half of my family.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to paint anymore. I got a bunch of red cloaks that were not previously red. In fact, all of them over here that are red were not red. I had some red ones over here, that I could have used as reference if I felt like it, but I didn't need it because I'm just base coating. You need at least 2 thin coats, even of the Fanatic stuff. And you're doing
a terrible job.
That doesn't look terrible.
The paint's bubbling. Like, don't look too close. I don't know why it's bubbling so much.
I don't know why do paints bubble?
I think
Like they all
added
bubble.
too much water. I don't know.
But water is not air. I don't know.
Anyway,
They all seem to
started
bubble.
this one. Just doing
Golderific.
Yeah, and then I gave this Constance, I suppose this one, red hair, and her back is kind of mostly done, but her front not yet.
Redhead Constance. That's the one to fight demons because they can't hurt her when she has no soul.
I think maybe I'm going to see if I can give this one also green eyes. Red hair with green eyes. And then this one is mostly done. I finally gave it enough skin texture so it doesn't look like a zombie.
No longer a zombie, no longer liver failure.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's good for us tonight. I am tired.
Me too.
I was tired when we started. Now I'm more tired. And slightly covered in red, but this time it's not blood. So we will see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye
Hope
bye.
that was fun.
Hope that was fun. Let us know if this worked and anything else you want us to talk about. Maybe we'll try to make this a thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see ya. Bye bye.
Bye.